This video is all about cutting sushi rolls. Here I have a selection of sushi rolls and I'm going to show you how to cut them. Now what we have here is a Shun 8-inch chef knife. Now this is one of the sharpest knives that I have ever owned from factory. This is my second best, the global Yanagiba. If you're going to shell out on one of these knives, what I really recommend you get is a whetstone like this, because this will maintain the sharpness of your knife and sharpen it to extreme levels. To cut something simple like a maki roll, what you want to use is an extremely sharp knife. For example, this Shun will make mincemeat out of this. You dip the knife in some water and you want a bead of water just to run down the tip of the blade, and you simply slice through. Always, between cuts, clean off the knife. You simply slice through. Now you want to cut fast. You want to make sure that we go all the way to the board and slice off so that no piece of nori is still attached. A Yanagiba like this is usually used for sashimi cutting, and it's frowned upon to use it on sushi rolls, but it does a job equally as well, and I think maybe even better than the Shun because it has its own weight, the knife, so you don't have to press down. It simply just cuts through. Now you can cut an inside out roll without cling film over it, but even with the sharpest knife, what happens is the rice just doesn't stay in its place that well, and what you get is a very unclean cut. You see, regardless of whether you have ingredients on top of it, I think you should always have cling film. You simply begin by dipping the blade in water. You just want a drop of water to come across the tip of the blade and come down. Now, you want to slice quick, decisive actions. Don't linger around putting too little pressure and not cutting and sawing too much. You want to saw, but not too much. You just want to slice, slice. Very fast movement. Slice, 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 slice. In sushi restaurants, what they do is they cut the roll in half, and then the halves into quarters and the quarters into eighths, and that will give you 8 pieces. But I prefer to actually have thinner pieces, so I just start cutting at one end and we'll end up with about 9 to 10 pieces, and I slice off the end pieces because I just want to present the best parts of the sushi roll. I don't like presenting this on a plate because it looks ugly. What sushi chefs do is they press in the sides before they cut it, but it's still not quite as good as it can be. So I just prefer to throw this away. Well, not actually throw it away, I just eat it, but you know, out of sight or whatever. And then for friends and family and clients, I'll only give the center of the roll, which is the best part, because both sides are cut perfectly. So there we go, we have 2 discarded end pieces, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is 9-piece roll. This is why I recommend buying a Shun chef knife. This is a California inside out roll, and look how easy it is to cut through. It slices through it like butter. Now I remove the cling. Oh, okay. Now I remove the cling film, and this piece of sushi is half a centimeter thick. That's 1/5 of an inch. Now I dare you to try to do better than this. Submit a video if you can do better than that.